So today I just want to tell you guys about why you should keep your training simple. Like football is a simple game and you don't need like Einstein level of preparation to improve your game. Like me personally, anytime I go down to the local Astro, it's always the best players who do the most simplest drills. They just have a few cones, a few footballs, and they just get on with it. It's always the worst of players who have all this equipment, all this gear, but you never see any improvements from them. So and yeah, this can come in so many different forms of what's it called, of just overcomplicating their training. It actually hurts my head when I see people with all this equipment doing all these complex drills and they're never improving. Whereas you get the guy who just has, maybe like I said, a couple, who's just in the corner there by himself, couple cones, couple footballs, and just a football goal, and he's one of the best players there. So today I'm going to tell you why you should keep your training simple and what types of things I see people doing wrong in terms of overcomplicating their training. So first up, we got the guys who they have all the gear but literally no idea. Now these guys, if you go into, I go to my local Astro, I see them. These guys they've got the mannequins, they've got the 20 footballs, they've got like 300 cones, they've got like the things that you put on the nets and then you aim for top bins, top right, top left, bottom right. They have all of that. They have got mini goals, they've got hurdles, they've got ladders, they've got all of this, yeah. And you just you have one look at them training and you can just tell they're just not up to their level. Like they're not at their level to be using these facilities. Like I don't know why. And another thing as well, they take so, anytime I'm training and I glance over, I'm training with my brother or one of my boys, we always glance over and they take so long to just do one drill. They take so long on deciding to do one drill, literally because they have so much equipment. They're like, oh, should we use the hurdles, the ladders, the mannequins, like, and even if they're in a group, they take like 20 minutes to decide what drill they're gonna do. Meanwhile, me and my boy have already done two drills in those 20 minutes. Like, so who's really getting better? If it's just me and my boy and we're doing two drills in 20 minutes, intense drills, let's say we're just doing some dribbling, we're just working on our dribbling, both feet, just trying to manipulate the ball with both feet, while they're still standing around just talking, just discussing, oh, what drill should we do? What drill should we do? And then when it's a group thing as well, there's always disagreements. This guy wants to do this guy wants to do that, and it just ends up being a mess. And by the time they've even got it started, me and my boy already done. Like we look at them, we've literally been there for an hour, and they've literally only done one drill, and we're already leaving. We've already done like five high intensity drills. So yeah, these guys, they have all the gear, but yeah, literally all the gear, no idea. They take hours to decide what drill they're gonna do. And the thing is with them is that I see where they're coming from in terms of they're trying to emulate what the professionals are doing, like what they see in the training videos on YouTube. They probably see, let's say Man City training, Arsenal training, they probably see the strikers working in them nets where they aim for the corners. They see players doing the hurdles, doing the ladders, trying to get their feet quicker. The mannequins, trying to take free kicks over the mannequins and all of that. But what they need to understand is that when those professional players were coming up, it's very unlikely they were using all that equipment to get better at their game. They were probably just doing the fundamentals. Obviously, when they were in their academy training, they were probably using a lot of those stuff like mini goals and all of that. But when they were just training by themselves, they probably weren't doing that. A lot of them were probably just, let's say they were coming up from the academy when they're really young, let's say like 12 years old. They're probably coming back from school and just doing doing kick-ups against the wall, like that, like Phil Foden when he was doing them kick-ups against the wall. That's what they were probably doing, just getting their touches in, just trying to tick over, um getting ready for training, just trying to tick over, just getting their touches in like their back garden or something. Maybe they had a few cones, they were dribbling in and out of the cones, just simple things. But these guys, they see professional training videos, they see all of this equipment, and they think they have to do that. When in reality, the pro ballers, when they were their age coming up, when they were 12, 13, 14, they were not doing that. They were literally just, like I said, keeping it simple. Football, few cones, just getting really good at the fundamentals of the game, and that's how they got that far. So yeah, those are the first type of people I see when it comes to overcomplicating their training. They have all the gear, all the equipment in the world, but they take too long in deciding their drills. The drills aren't even intense, and yeah, they just don't get a lot done in the time frame that I see them, at least. So this next one is a key one because even I used to do this, to be fair. When I first started training by myself at like 13, 14, I used to do this a lot as well. And this is the people who like overcomplicate each drill. So like they'll literally create a drill that takes like 5 minutes to complete for each repetition. It'll be some long drill, and they'll try and include, or what I'll do some long drill, and then I try and include every single aspect of football. I try and include like some shooting in there, some dribbling in the drill, some passing against the wall. Then I do some sort of like, then I practice like sprints in between. Then I practice, like jockeying, like trying to jockey my man in between doing all of that. Like it was a mess. Like, and then the thing with that is that you literally forget what you're trying to do, what you're gonna do halfway. Like I've seen people try to do this in a group, and let's say the first two guys will get it. It'll take so long, but the first two guys will get it. Then the third guy steps up, and then as soon as he's in the middle of the drill, he just has a brain fart. He just forgets what to do, and then he turns back. He's like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing." Then all the guys in the group just get mad at him, like, "Oh, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? How can you not remember focus? All of that." They're getting onto him bears. But then but now I'll be watching them thinking like, but look how complicated the drill is. Like you've literally tried to include heading, dribbling, passing, defending all in one drill. Like I said, each repetition takes 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and yeah, it's just too long. It's not really what's it called? You're not really getting your bang for your buck basically. If you want to focus, if you want to focus on your passing, then just focus on that, just passing and your first touch. If you want to focus on your back foot turns, just do drills that you can play against the wall and just turn out this way or turn out that way. Literally just keep it simple. Don't try and include, maybe you can include maybe some dribbling and then a shot at the end, but don't try and include passing and then dribbling and then you've got to defend someone 1v1 and then you're having a shot at the end. Like I said, you can do that sometimes, maybe for like the last drill to really, like to really push yourself. But don't do that for every drill, because I used to do this for every drill, and I see people doing this for every single drill, where they try and include like 4 or 5 aspects of the game in like every single drill. And yeah, it's just not beneficial, because like I said, it takes too long. You forget what you're even doing halfway through the drill, and you don't get to like focus on that specific on that particular aspect of your game that you need to work on. So if you need to work on your passing, but then you want to focus on your passing, but then you're having to focus on, okay, I got to defend this guy 1v1. Then I got to go there and do a sprint. Then the ball's coming in. I got to head the ball into the goal. It's like, it's just too much, isn't it? Like, it's literally just too much. Literally just keep it basic. Like I said, if you want to practice on your dribbling, just get a few cones and literally just practice on weaving your way in and out the cones, however you want to do it, whether you want to do a zigzag or a straight cone weave, whatever you need to do. Literally, if you want to focus on your touch, have one drill where you're just completely focused on plucking the ball out of the sky. Maybe you want to work on your back foot touch, so back foot on the right, back foot on the left. Literally, just keep it basic. Each repetition of a drill should not last more than like, honestly, I'd say like a minute, probably like a minute. Like each repetition of each drill, it should literally only be lasting a minute. That's how you get intensity as well. Because if your drill's lasting like 4 or 5 minutes, obviously the intensity is going to drop, and you don't want the intensity to drop. You want good intensity, and then you rest, have a break. Then maybe your partner goes, or whoever you're training with. You don't want to be halfway through the drill, then you're getting tired, and then your touch is a bit off, and the quality just decreases. It just keeps decreasing from there. Because like I said, it's only going to make you frustrated. It's only going to make you frustrated, because like I said, the drill's too long. You're going to fatigue. You're going to start, let's say you have a shot at the end, you're not going to be striking the ball cleanly. You're going to get frustrated. Maybe someone pings the ball into you, and you miss the first touch. You're getting frustrated there. And yeah, like I said, literally just keep it simple, because when you keep it simple, when you focus on one thing, you literally have just one focus. You can put all your energy and all your intensity into that to make sure that the quality is high. So yeah, those are the next type of people I see that you shouldn't do. Don't overcomplicate the drill and try to include every single aspect of the game in every single drill that you do. And then the last type of people I see is the people who train, who basically dedicate a lot of their time on things that they will never use in a match day. Like I've seen this so many times. Like I've literally seen people, you spend like half an hour literally trying to do like overhead kicks or trying to do like scissor kicks and that. And it's not even like for a laugh or for a joke. Like I've literally gone up to those people and asked them. I'll be like, I'll be with someone, maybe it's my cousin. I'll be like, yo, why are you practicing like overhead kicks and that. Like you're literally gonna get to try them like once a season. Then they're like, oh no, but bro, when the time comes, I'll be ready for that scissor kick. I'll be ready for that overhead kick. And I'm just like, bro, like it's literally gonna come once a season. Fair enough, you might score a worldie, you know what I'm saying? But how likely is it even? You may not even get that opportunity. Just focus on the fundamentals, because I see people all the time, or people do like a dribbling drill, like they'll have a cone in front of them and they'll go 1v1 at their defender, and they're pulling out all types of step over combinations. They're doing all of this. They're stepping on the ball, doing L turns, V turns, past the doing L turns, V turns, basically just doing so many things before they get to the cone. And I'm thinking, in a real game, if you try to do that, you're gonna get clamped by the defender. The defender's taking you out. You literally have about basically 2 moves before you get to the defender, and then you have to make your decision on what way to go. So 2 moves, I mean, like maybe it's literally just 2 step overs and you have to go. Literally two moves max. Maybe it's a step over and you have to go, or you literally body feint one way and then you're gone the other way. Like you can't be doing 2 step overs, then stepping over 2 step overs, elastico, then you're doing a chop, and nah, it's just not gonna work, bro. Like I see that's probably the main one that I'm talking about all the time. You see people going 1v1 at the cone, and because obviously the cone is an inanimate object, they think, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this in a match. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do like 5 moves before I get to my defender, and it's like it doesn't work like that. You in a real match, you have to go at him at speed, and then literally 1 or 2 moves, and then explode the other way. Try to deceive him. Try to make him go that way, and you go that way. Try to deceive him and explode that way. You're not gonna have this time to be doing all these moves, because, like I said, it's not only gonna be you and that one defender as well. There's literally gonna be other players trying to run, other players on the other team trying to run back, trying to recover. Maybe you're a winger, you're going up against the fullback, and the centre mid just comes up and he doubles up. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to pass it back because you weren't quick enough. You weren't quick enough to take on your man directly. You waited. Now the centre mid is tucked in, or the winger has come and doubled up, and now you just have to pass the ball back. So all that training, all that work for nothing, basically. So yeah, literally, my last point is literally just work on things that are match realistic. Picture your mind on the pitch. What do I do on the pitch? What actually happens in a real game? What do I actually need to work on? If I'm a defender, what do I need to work on? Okay, 1v1s. If you're a defender who finds himself in a lot of 1v1 situations, then work on your 1v1s. Likewise, if you're a fullback, you find yourself 1v1, work on your 1v1. If you're a centre mid and you find yourself receiving the ball on the back foot, on your back foot a lot, then work on that. Even if you have a partner or play up against the wall or something, just get consistent at back foot with the right foot, back foot with the left foot. If you're a striker and you find yourself getting a lot of chances in the box, a lot of crosses coming in where you have to take it, where you don't have time to take a touch, you have to do it first time. Hey, practice on that. Get someone to just whip in some crosses, high crosses, low crosses, looping crosses, fast-paced crosses, and just try predict the flight of the ball. Try make your move and try get clean connection on the first time finish every single time. So yeah, literally, that's the last point. Literally, work on match realistic things. Don't focus on the thing that you get to try once a season, or maybe once a season, once every 10 games. Nah, literally just focus on getting good at the stuff on the stuff that you do every game, on the actions that you do every game. Like I said, 1v1s occur every game. A striker needing to take a shot on first time, a striker needing to use his weak foot, taking on first time, a striker needing to hold up the ball, a centre mid needing to receive the ball from the defender, needing to play a cross field pass. These are the things that you need to work on. So yeah, literally, last point, just work on things that you do in a match. Forget all the things, all the extra stuff that you're not really gonna do in a match anyway. So yeah, that's the last point. So in conclusion, literally just keep your training simple. I would say it's okay to vary the difficulty and the length of it from time to time. Like I said, if you've just been focusing on, like I said, if you've been focused on your passing for the entire training session, or you've been focusing on your dribbling for the entire training session, or you're defending your 1v1s, and you want to do something at the end, you want to do a drill where you've combined you combine shooting with passing with dribbling, that's fine, that's okay. But in my opinion, you can't do that for every single drill, because like I said, it's not going to be intense, it's not going to be of good quality, because you're going to be fatigued in between. and also you don't get to specialize in anything. You don't really get to work on what you need to work on in order to become a better player. So yeah, all I need to say more is literally focus on the execution and the quality of your performance in the drills, in the simple drills, and don't focus on the how complicated the drill is, or how good looking the drill is, because the drill could look beautiful. It could look like a beautiful drill. You got shooting on here, passing here, dribbling here, but then it's so long to the point where peak guys are forgetting what to do. Guys are getting fatigued in between the drills, so the quality is not there. Then you're getting frustrated that the quality is not there. Whereas the guy who's literally just doing some simple back foot turns, literally just working on back foot turns and playing it back to the person who passed it to him. Literally, that could literally last just 1 minute each repetition. He's just there, bang, get, turn, come back, yeah, bang. Literally, that's so much better quality than having all this flashy stuff, all these different segments to a drill, but the quality is lacking because guys, like I said, guys are forgetting what to do. Guys are getting fatigued. You're much better off at just being the guy who, like I said, just working on the back foot until you get it perfectly, so that in a game, it just comes as second nature to you. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Keep your training simple. I hope you enjoyed the vid. I've been JT, and I'm out.